in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Better kill it and did it again. I'm ready and 10, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model.
It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real what's round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. No, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of a distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak, I'm the sick in the
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Able to push his way through, and he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Ultimates, their offense gets ready. First down and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 74 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say that it would get tested on play number one. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. Randall Cobb on a breakaway. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, 51 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, Vick. Out to his left. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
A first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Oh, it breaks another. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's got it. And he will take it in for the touchdown. From 19 yards away. And his guys are going to retake the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott, 69 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 14. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here are visitors to take over on offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards that time.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Oh, then the spin. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And Dallas Clark, back in his day, so good at catching red zone touchdown passes, but he's also very good in the middle of the field, anywhere in the field.
Absolutely fearless. Could absorb hits, absorb contact, not get knocked off of routes, and find a way to make catches and big plays to give them a big-time advantage. Not bad for a former walk-on linebacker at the University of Iowa.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at second and goal. On second and goal, Jackson, Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Jackson. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They were looking to... Pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as out.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. But now Dallas gets set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Derek Brooks diagnosed that play so well, just like he did back in the day. Over 1,700 career tackles en route to being a first-ballot Hall of Famer.
Heck of a guy off the field as well, winning the Walter Payton Man of the Year award in 2000. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Cobb with a catch right side. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. So that drive, 4 plays, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? On 2nd and 10, Jackson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Clark, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, We'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10, Jackson. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson now. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dallas Clark there to make the grab. And his guys have once again taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
They're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And that's why you put a Hall of Famer back there. He's in for 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play in football.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Come on, set. 94. 55. I got you.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Caught by Cobb. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. The kick by Maher is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. This one to Jarwin over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run with Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look end zone here for... That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 32 yards as they have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Jackson. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now a play fake here on first down. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And now running right through it. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Throwing again on second down. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there.
Absolutely.
Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Man open left side is Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Flush to his right. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Keeps himself upright. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Antoine Woods, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
You can't stop me.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
We coming all day.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it third and goal now as they look for that final touchdown to salt this one away. Now Jackson fighting to stay upright. They set up the screen to Bo. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Downfield offense.
So they decline it as that will bring up fourth.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it fourth down.
Jackson buying time to his left. He may try and run for this.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
The offense going to stay on the field as they will line up and go for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So now the Cowboys down by 13. At time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side, he has Witten. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll set up to throw. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. This one caught left side by Cooper. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Michael Irvin, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Brown. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The offense on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. This is caught. Clark. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Here's Jackson to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Forced out to his left. And a touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball on a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he loses the football a 2nd time. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. For this next challenge, you need to complete all the challenge goals to get the win. You can view the goals at any time from the pause menu.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the 4-time Pro Bowler and 2010 Comeback Player of the Year, and that's Michael Vick.
One of the most unique players in NFL history. You remember the snappy left-handed throw, the ability to break a play wide open.
He cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Derek Wolfe in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Vick to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Here's Michael Vick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to it after the pick six. Vick. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Vick goes play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And Vick's throw there incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Here goes Vick on fourth down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. 24 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are visitors to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those script...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Von Miller. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Jeff Hireman, the intended receiver, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 20 yards. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
McManus's point after is good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Michael Vick in the offense about to take over. Vick's the subject of our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets...
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have... Oh.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now here's Vick. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Vick readies to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4, Flacco. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now Michael Vick and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. This offense on third down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. And he's got an open man, Clark. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Vick, eluding the pressure right. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do.